Hi, I'm David Lawrence, and I'm going to show you how to make a foolproof potato recipe by Shauna Ahern of glutenfreegirl.com.
My recipe today is for simple potato puree. In other words, mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes, when they're bad, are so bad because they're so good when they're right, and you expect these fantastic potatoes.
Shauna, I love the idea of a great potato puree. I'm completely with you. One of the important things when you're cooking potatoes like this is you want to cut them all to the same size, just to make sure that they cook up evenly. So I've got a cold pot here. I'm going to add in my potatoes. Just gently slide those in. Crank the heat up. I like to add my salt after the water comes to a boil. Otherwise, the salt can just sink to the bottom and actually kind of scar your pot. Okay, so now that the potatoes are done, I've pulled them out of the boiling salted water, and it's really important that you let them hang out and steam for a few minutes in a colander. That way, it takes away all the moisture from the potatoes and you end up with something that's a lot lighter and a lot fluffier in the end. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this cool little contraption. I'm just going to take a few pieces of the potato and push them through the ricer. Perfect. And now we're going to add our flavor. So we're obviously going to start with a lot of butter. Shauna, I know that you called for half a stick of butter, but I got to tell you, any excuse for butter, I'm going to go for it with these. Whole stick of softened butter, and it's really important that the butter's at room temperature so it starts melting right away. And we're going to put in a little bit of scalded cream, a little bit at a time. You definitely don't want to end up with potatoes that are too loose or too runny. Now I'm going to season these up with a little bit of salt and freshly cracked black pepper, and then a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, just a couple of tablespoons, really gives the potatoes some nice richness. Okay, so our potatoes have come together. They look awesome. And I like to serve these simply. I mean, they're so flavorful as it is, but I always like something a little bit green on the plate, so I'm going to scatter this with just a little bit of fresh chives.
And then every time you have perfect mashed potatoes, and everyone in your family at Thanksgiving will say, "What did you do? These are amazing potatoes."
Shauna, these potatoes look awesome. I can't wait to dig in. So I want you guys to give it a try at home and let us know what you think. Get more recipes from Shauna along with other top food bloggers at goodbite.com.